Hey guys, and welcome to our very good CMS broadcast today. Very well prepared CMS broadcast, I should say. I'm going to be Bosuke and Pesto's here streaming, and that's it for us today, because we're starting on relatively short notice here. So thank you very much for tuning in here. If you're on the stream, we've got a match between Pretty in Pink, which is Evan's team, and Sam's Club, which of course is Sam's team here for the draft teams tournament. It's going to be an 8v8 match, which we're seeing a bit more of here in the DTT. And honestly, both teams have pretty high-end rosters here today. Only a few of the lower draft picks are in, just a couple for each team. And notably, both teams have their captains. They have their top draft pick players. They are missing some of the higher end players in a few spots, but I don't think the substitutes they have in are going to be particularly troublesome in any regard. And we have rules starting here in a second, so I expect the match to get going pretty soon. Now, with that in mind, it is worth noting that the offense for Sam's Club is probably going to be the same one you've seen a fair amount of the tournament already. It's the DF stack. They've got Cupcake, Spart, and Link all working together. And then on the defensive end, I expect we're going to see. Well, actually, there is a question as to whether Link is going to be playing offense or defense. He does play defensive ninja sometimes. And we could see Pavlik on offense in his place, which might work out. But we could just as easily see Pavlik on ninja defense and Link on offense. So I guess there is a little bit of a question to be answered there. Snowbreak's probably going to be the Pyro. Dave probably roaming defense for his team. And Gia probably bulk defense, with, of course, Sam on Assassin. So that roster, I think, is pretty much locked in. I think there's a little more variability in terms of what Pretty in Pink can be doing here. Although I would like to note that Bar is going to be their Pyro today, so not on offense or the Elf class. Barney is going to be one of their ninjas, so that's 100th. And he did show a pretty good performance earlier on in the tournament. Player to watch today, I think. However, we're going to be over here with the Pretty in Pink offense. They've got Rain running heavy to start the match off as he kills Sam there, but they did lose BM5 to a headshot as they were in range of Dave. Dave actually playing the Archer today. Not a class you'll always see him on, but definitely one where he does have a little bit of experience, even if that experience is getting thumped by better archers when he has to play the class. Pretty quick swap there from Pretty in Pink, I should say. BM5 already over to the Elf, but we do have our first steal from Link, who's going to be playing offense today, as you can tell. Evan does get a recovery there on that first steal, but already decent start for the side of Sam's Club. Let's go ahead and follow Link here as he's on the Elf. Actually, let's scratch that as BM5 has a steal and has survived a little while already. He is going for the roof, does avoid the frenzy there for a second as Monkey heals him off. Monkey Noodle's actually playing offense medic today in 8s, which is not something you always see him on. Now, the rest of the defense is trying to close in there, but Pab actually dies on the Pearl, so BM5 is out pretty far here with support from Rain, and Sam is closing in, as is Snowbreak on Pyro. Snowbreak definitely not someone you usually see playing a solo Pyro, but either way, BM5 has made it over to flag. Pab's going to get one last chance here before the heal comes in, but it looks like Monkey's going to be able to get that restore off, and this is already looking pretty dire here for the side of Sam's Club. Gets a frenzy off there. That's Snowbreak. BM5 is on fire again, but did not go down. Will die there, and Pavlik is just in time for the recovery. Nice assassinate from Sam to save the capture. As you saw there on stream, I'm sure, Snowbrick came pretty close to getting the frenzy, but didn't actually manage to get the kill, so Sam had to bail out his pyro there. Definitely a good attempt from Snowbrick, but the Elf doing a good job there, surviving until he didn't.
I do like what Red Team is doing. Which team is Red Team? Oh, that's Pretty in Pink. Yeah, I do like what Pretty in Pink is doing on offense. This map on 8s is incredibly tough for offense due to how good roaming is. So it's going to be hard for both teams to get across and get a good steal. And so Monkey switching to NG there to focus on support is very good from him, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Now, we do see Rain trying to get into the flag room here, being hounded by Zia. He is going to try to make it into the back of the flag here, and actually the Pyro respawns as he goes in, but good job from Zia and Pavlik to keep him away from the flag. Barney is there to try and support, but nothing doing at the time being. Looks like BM5 might go for a steal, but he is set on fire and will reset. That's the magic of 8s, though. One player can have a reasonable shot at stealing if the Pyro is not there, so. Do you
And
want to
even
note?
if, oh, you go.
Do want to note that the Archer battle right now is being interrupted by Pavlik. He's been roaming for the other team's Archer pretty hard here so far this game. And that should allow Dave to get a few shots in here on the Pretty and Pink offense. Rain's going to make it into the flag room anyways, though, with support. Barney clearing out some of the rest of the defense there. So Rain has a pretty good steal here. Now, Snowbreak and Sam are in position to try and slow him down, but looks like Rain is going to successfully, or almost successfully, work the wall climb over to that tree. He was moving pretty slowly, though, and became a sitting duck for Mr. Dave. On the other side of things, Link does have a steal. Spart initially got the first one, but Link is going to get out a little further. He's on top of spawn there. So does have Barney chasing him, is in range of the Archer as well, and doesn't seem to have too much support. Spark came back on Ninja, but Barney was able to chase him down. Looked like Link was on pretty low health to begin with.
And another thing, as you mentioned, not even dropping the Pyro, but the fact that there is no medic defense, solo stealing against the Pyro is still happening. As we say that, we have two ninjas get on Snowbreak there, which allows Beam 5 for a clean elf steal. Trying to win across in force. Gets the restore there, and is fall now. Once again,
Yeah.
similar to the first steal I think that we saw.
Watch Snowbreak here. He's gotten in on the elf already. I mean, BM5 is in a pretty tough position as is right now. Does manage to avoid the ninja by getting them to drop to fall damage, but Gia is not going to be baited away that easily and does manage to get through the recovery. Just felt like there wasn't too much support there for BM5 as Link is already at mid with his own steal. The medic did go down there, but he does have assassin support right next to him. I don't think Bard's going to make it over on Pyro, and completely against the tempo of play, it looks like Link's going to be able to get the first cap here for the side of Sam's Club. Very nicely done from Link, who managed to actually do something positive for the first time in his life.
Well, I mean, I think that came from the ninjas warming up from Pretty and Pink to kill the Pyro, which allowed, of course, Link to get in fairly clean that time and get out, since there was
Interesting.
no ninjas roaming.
Interesting to note that Sabu is on the assassin here, so that is a player if things go poorly for Pretty and Pink for the next little while, we could see Sabu move to another role and see the team shuffle roles. So do keep an eye on that. BM5 is pretty close to the Sam's Club flag room right now. He is being chased by Snowbreak, but Snowbreak actually went pretty far out to try and intercept him. Did get a lot of damage off, so that ended up being the right play there from Snowbreak, but you think BM5 could have played that a little bit more intelligently, I guess I would say. Now, Rain is going to go for his own attempt here. Obviously, as you saw, BM5 is not there to support him, but he will probably try and juke out Gia here anyways. Looks like the Pyro did go down, but there's so much defense left there that Rain's going to have a very hard time making it in. In fact, Pavlik just taking him down there. Very nice job from the Ninja and Bulk there to keep the flag room protected.
Snowbreak is losing a lot of these 1v1s against the ninjas, which is going to allow Beam 5 for a ninja steal. He is on 5, so he's going to take lots of passive damage.
Oh, and dies to fall damage on top of spawn. His Pearl just hit it at a slightly wrong spot. Rain might be the quickest person there, but no, I think Pavlik's going to be able to find it. Actually, Snowbreak, well, Snowbreak was going to be the first person there, but Rain saw him coming and knocks him out of the way. So now we have a soldier steal that's out pretty far on top mid. Does go down to Dave's Archer, though. Dave coming in clutch with a couple of shots here today so far. BM5 has another steal. Is Ninja again, this time going yin-yang. Pavlik is trying to tail him, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop him before he passes the flag over to Monkey, or in fact, just gets regen and goes on his own way towards the flag. He is whiffing a lot of pearls here, but does manage to get to the flag anyways. Very nice job there from BM5, and good support there from Monkey to get the regen.
And you could even say that whiffing your pearls there is kind of a good thing. With the medic regen, you're unpredictable, and you keep that regen with you as you keep on pearling, so...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had managed to keep the regen the whole time, but nicely done there from BM5 if that was the case. Rain is going to try and follow things up here with a little bit more activity on offense as BM5 is making it over towards the Sam Club flag room as well. Spartan will go down to the assassin there. Sabu getting his first big recovery of the game so far. Still, there is an opportunity here at the other end. Looks like BM5 and Rain are trying to make it into the flag room. Snowbreak's dropped pretty low. Rain might kill him here, but doesn't have enough health to survive Zia's follow-up damage, and that will be that. Now, on the other side of things, we do see Barney chasing Link here. Link's going to get that damage healed off by the medic, but that allows Sabu to come over and kill the medic there. Spartan has a steal on Chemist going behind the spawn of Pretty in Pink. Is going to be tailed there by 100th and Sabu. Also allows Bar to catch up and get some damage off. The flagpole is pretty much abandoned right now, but I think the side of Pretty in Pink is going to get back there quite a bit quicker.
Yeah, since it is important to note that so far Pretty Pink have used their ninja cap, which you'd expect in 8v8s with how easily you can drop pyros and how easily you can back up after a steal. That blue team, Sam's Club, is going to get that ninja cap eventually. But they have to
Speaking
go
of
for
blue
it.
team, Link is out pretty far. Does kill the ninja there, so that's going to give him a couple more arrows. But looks like he got caught on the terrain there a little bit, and Evan is able to just take him out. That is
Speaking
a
of the ninja
backup
steal,
from Dave. Yes, swapping off the archer there for the ninja steal. He pearled to a really rough spot, but the sponge boost is going to keep him up in the air long enough to be able to get to his team's flag. Looks like Snowbreak's going to pick that up and capture it. Came very close to being killed by Sabu there, but that sponge boost, taking him just high enough, was... Yeah.
Well timed by Dave there. I mean, obviously people know about that, but getting it that, I think that was basically a perfect a sponge boost is pretty hard to time.
Yeah, Dave's definitely pretty experienced on the ninjas, so definitely has a lot of practice with those sorts of mechanics. He's already back on the archer though here, so Ronger's break from facing off against Dave is already over. Looks like Dave's actually going to end up one-on-one against Rain, who's swapped over to Medic, so a bit of a change here from the side of the Pretty in Pink offense. Looks like they weren't raiding Rain's soldier too much there. That also means there's an adjustment from Monkey Noodles, not necessarily from BM5, but BM5 has a steal and is trying to make it out towards his medic. Will get the regen, not sure if he got the restore there, but Sam's going to come right back in from the side with the assassinate. They were right by Sam's Club's spawn there, so was a pretty difficult place to go for a heal.
Instant kills are definitely very important in these 8v8, since even one pick is huge for the basically killing an offensive push. And so having some of your strongest players on those instant classes, I think, is the smart move here in 8s.
Yeah. Snowbreak at 4 stakes here, so he is pretty healthy and good to go for future pushes. Now, looks like we do have Sabu pushing up, getting a lot of kills there. Very nicely done from the assassin. And that'll reset the offense push there from the side of Sam's Club. With that said, they are still going for another push here. Looks like Dave is harassing Rain on the high ground. Monkey able to protect his medic for the time being, but they did take quite a bit of damage already, and Dave is right back on Rain. Looks like Gia is also going to intercept, but BM5 is on heavy now, perhaps to deal with the difficulty that Gia was giving them on bulk defense. She did do a fairly good job already, and this is an interesting look going into this flag room. They are going to be able to win some of these fights in this 8v8 pretty well, but the downside, of course, is that all it takes is one insta-kill to be able to deal with some of these classes, and the other team is going to get a lot of chances to be able to come back and deal damage to them. In the past, you didn't see too many teams run heavy medic chemist offenses in 8v8s outside of degenerates like the Black Knights, but I think even for them, this would be a difficult map to make that offense work on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the degenerate knights definitely favor more bulkier maps.
Hold that thought. Nice steal there from Link going out to middle. He completely juked out Bar, but Ronger gets a very nice shot there to take out that player and end the threat. Looks like Spart was going to be the quickest person to make it to the flag, but Sabu ends that chance altogether. Dave is there to try and support, but he only really has a medic to support for the time being. Bar is on 0 stakes and 1.5 hearts. He hasn't respawned yet, and I don't think a medic... Oh, Barney's coming back for him on medic, but now Dave's trying to get in Barney's way and manages to take out the pyro. I think Bar could have just respawned there. There isn't really the threat of a ninja steal, but it looks like they won't be harmed too much by that little misadventure. Now, on the other side of things, Rain is already back to Soldier, so that was a brief change to that offense. Look, BM5 is still on Heavy, and Monkey is still on Chem. They don't have a medic on this offense, but
Yeah,
maybe
I
that'll
mean,
work to their advantage. They could have someone respawn and go for medic if Monkey gets out far enough. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though, as the rest of the defense manages to chase him down there.
that is a strategy, I would say, for 8. As you see another chemist here from Spartan on the other side. Has to get to the assassin here. It is being walled, and the power's going to catch up, and probably going to go down here. Barely, the medic barely misses him.
Yeah. Might go for this flag, considering the circumstances, and Bar does go down as well. Already, Dave is there to support, is helping deal with the ninjas, and medic caps are more likely to happen in 8v8s. They used to happen quite a bit more, and the assassin gets taken down there as well. Looks like Evan, however, managed to get in and knock Cupcake off the map. That does mean Link's going to be back to the flag quicker than anyone else, though. And he is an
See,
elf, so he does have quite a bit of mobility. Gets up on the tree quite nicely, gets over to mid, does have Barney chasing him, and Link isn't on super high health. BM5, on the other hand, is on his side of the map, so worth following him as well. Does have NG support, but not a medic right now. There is recovery in, but it is just a chemist for the time being, as Spart is really trying to take out BM5 here, but nothing doing for now. Sam is coming in. Oh my goodness, BM5 is isolated right now. He's got a 2v1, and Pavlik will take him down.
and the Sin takes out Link, so kills from both sides. I thought we were going to see a stalemate there, but both teams recovered.
Yeah, players being in the wrong place is more of an issue in 8v8s than it is in other formats, because missing one or two players on support becomes a very big deal. Zabwe does get a kill there on Spark, but Cup will take him down. Look at how far up Dave is playing right now. He's chased Wronger to his spawn, although that doesn't end up being a very good idea, as Wronger takes him down. Speaking of players you might see on offense in 8s, Evan has a steal right now as opposed to playing bulk defense. He is being hounded by Zia and Sam. I don't think he's on very high health. In fact, he's on just half a heart. Pavlik will take him down, but that little adventure almost allowed BM5 a chance for a steal. Snowbreak able to handle the heavy there, so nicely done from him.
Something I did want to note about what Pretty Pink sometimes is doing. It seems like they are running the medic most of the time, but switching to 3 capping threats, more or less, can be quite useful on an 8 because it allows more people to get across and get an attack on the flag room. And then whoever steals, you have your priority medic to switch to medic when someone else gets a steal. And that strat can work on a map like this, I think. But it's not easy to do. But it allows more opportunities.
Evan and Rain are going in together on Soldier here. Looks like Sam's going to try and wall off. Sam actually gets the kill there on Rain. BM5's going for the flag as Evan himself is being walled off here, but will actually get the steal. I haven't seen Monkey on offense for a little while, as Evan will get the backup here, but did take a lot of damage before that happened.
I do want to say I do not like the heavy look for BM5 right now. I don't know. I don't think it's very useful on this map, as you can take lots of fights, and you don't want to take that many fights on offense and 8s.
Speaking of interesting looks, we have another steal from Cupcake here. She does have Spark coming over to try and support with Chemist, but that pass does seem to indicate she was on very low health. In fact, she did have no stake left at that point. Spark's going to try and get a steal and is tanking the damage pretty well, but will go down himself. A little bit of miscommunication there, but for the time being, it's not quite as costly for Sam's Club, as they're not the ones under pressure to try and capture right now. We've only got 3.5 more minutes here for Pretty and Pink to make a comeback, and they've already used their Ninja Steal, so it really is on this offense here to be able to make something work. And speaking of BM5, he has moved over to the Elf, if Pesto could show that here. And he's already made it pretty far across the map. Now, we do have Pavlik chasing him down. Pavlik definitely fairly practiced on the Ninja here. We could see him drop BM5 as he's getting a lot of damage off, quite frankly. BM5 does get the kill, but look at him. He's on 3 hearts, no stake right now. And any extra damage here will take him down. So that is a bit of an issue if BM5 gets spotted out quickly.
I am curious, for what Monkey Doodles might do. I think if they feel like they want more pressure on their roaming and getting across more cleanly, maybe instead of playing medic, actually playing engineer, where you still have that stake region, but also have damage and CC. If that would be a better look. It's hard to say. I mean, it's.
I mean, there are a lot of looks that can work in 8v8s, and since we've played so few of them recently, it's hard to know exactly what will work until a team tries it. Speaking of which, Monkey and Rain are headed over to the flag here. Snowbreak is trying to force the 1v1 against Rain here a bit, but there are threats coming from multiple sides. Sam takes out the medic quite nicely, and that'll stall Rain there until he does drop. Ronger's pushed up fairly far on offense, but gets taken down by Pavlik. And now BM5, look at him. He's right back over to the heavy. Now, we do have Sam, who just uses Assassinate there on Monkey, tailing BM5. I don't know if BM5 knows that he doesn't have Assassinate. He did play that as if he didn't know for certain. Now, Gia's fighting BM5. This is, I think, the matchup that BM5 wants to take here if he's just supporting for the rest of his offense. But look at Gia. She just opts to not take the fight and move over to try and attack Rain. Does manage to get the kill. Very nice job done from her to prevent taking an unfavorable fight there. Evan's going to get in and try and get a steal, but BM5 actually picks it up instead. Snowbrick's going to go down, and Monkey is still alive there. So if Evan survives Sam, well, if he had, he would have been able to make it out pretty well there, but instead Monkey's going to have to try and gun it with the flag. Looks like BM5's there to try and support, but Rain didn't manage to stay alive for very long. And on the other side, with 50 seconds left, Link has a steal, and this could be the dagger. He's out pretty far. Sapwu is chasing, as is Rain, who turned off of offense to support the recovery efforts, but that's not a very good look for Rain right now, considering the amount of time his team has left to cap. That's going to mean that Evan and BM5 are going to be the main capping threats for a moment here. Evan is being supported by Monkey, but does get taken down by the Assassinate. So now BM5 and Barney are trying to clear the flag, but there just is no one to pick up the flag because the rest of their offense is being walled off by Gia. Now Rain's finally going to get a steal here, but he's wasted so much time and only has one stake left getting across the map. Link has a steal on the other side as well, so they will have to recover that, and I think the time is just not going to work out here for the side of Pretty in Pink. Even with Rain's last desperate attempts to stay alive there, he will go down, and that is going to be the game. A very nice win for Sam's Club there, as they managed to edge out the side of Pretty in Pink in a very competitive first map.
What? Oh, yeah.
Now, as we wait for our map pick here, what do you think are some options that might favor the side of Pretty in Pink, Ned?
Well, let's look at the map pool that they can pick from in the first place. So we have Adrenaline 1, American Folk, Skyworlds, Bazaar, Aquarium, and Forest of Rivals. So, an interesting lineup. No, I'm noticing that we don't see a rundown on there, and we don't have Blackout, kind of more of the staples like PAG, the hard staples rather. It's hard to say actually, trying to see what works in this 8v8. Definitely not American Fold. American Fold is too large of a map to play on 8v8s. Something I learned in my match against Sam's Club. And I probably would say the same thing about Aquarium 3. Might be a bit too large for 8v8s.
Yeah, although the sponges on that map do definitely help out in terms of narrowing the distance that you have to.
I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Hey guys, and welcome back to this match between Pretty in Pink and Sam's Club. There has been a decision that we do have to inform you about during the break, which was that since one of the players on the side of Sam's Club was in their call unmuted while also being spectated, um, the match, the map that was just played is now going to be considered a tie by ruling of the referees. So as a result, we are back to a 0-0 scoreline as if Pagoda's 3 essentially did not happen here. And we'll move on with 2 maps left to play, with Evan's pick being Adrenaline 1. It's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance to have happened, but the match is going to have to get started here pretty quickly. So we're going to have to go right into the action. Apologies for the long break. My understanding was that the refs were trying to hash things out in terms of that ruling. So we are going to have an immediate start here from this side of Sam's Club. They've got their ninjas heading out to mid, and Dave notably is on ninja here, not on archer. So they have changed up their roles a little bit going into this map. Link is there on elf as well, and Link is going to be harassed by Wronger. Actually manages to take out Wronger there with a reflected headshot, but BM5 has the first steal here. He's going to go out towards the middle of the map, does have support from Monkey, who's keeping Snowbreak away. BM5 has a little room to try and win past, but Zia is going to be right there in front of them as things didn't quite go well. On the other side of things, Link is winning towards mid. He did get a restore there, I believe, from his medic, and although Barney got some damage off, he managed to make it pretty far. He did go down to a headshot, so Zia is the new flag holder. Bar has the flag on the other side of the map after a pretty chaotic pass there. He is on Pyro, and I think he's going to be looking to pass, as he's not in a very secure position to hold the flag right now. Already a lot of action to start the match off, as we do have Dave trying to camp the pass. He does try to drop Bar there. Now Pavlik's going to go in and try to get damage off. Did knock Bar relatively low, but the Pyro is still alive with the flag here. Looks like BM5 is going to try to go for the pass, but very nice job from Dave to get back in time to get that recovery and stop the pass. Already, Sam's Club making up for lost time here and getting the first cap on Evan's map pick. Looks like Pavlik's going to have the flag now. He is ninja purling across the map. This could be a very quick 2-0 as he manages to make it over to his medic. He's going to come in from the back entrance of the flag, and just like that, less than 2 minutes in, we have 2 caps for Sam's Club.
I do want to say, since we didn't get to talk about it much, as we see immediately another elf steal from BM5 is out and is going to have his medic. No break for us at all. He is trying to get through bottom mid.
Yeah, gets past Link, gets past Pab, so he is pretty far out right now. Snowbreak does drop as well, but there are still ninjas there to get damage off on BM5. Link will go down now too, so it is really just going to be on Pavlik, and I think he likes his chances with a ninja steal here over an attempted recovery. Now, he does actually try and stop BM5, there wasn't enough time, but now it's 2-1, and Adrenaline in 8s looks like it's a crazy map.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think I don't know which team is this gives an advantage to, but certainly it is, I was saying, 8's map. This map is suited for 8, unlike some other maps in the map pool.
And if by suited for 8s you mean pure chaos in 8s.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
teams are going to get a lot of attacking chances very quickly, and it's important to have good ninjas here who make the right decision at the right time, because you can't be everywhere on the map at once.
I mean, we see solo elf caps in 12s, right? And so
Yeah.
now when we have 8s with there's less defenders, right? Those elf skills are going to be vital for both teams, and both teams do have solid elf players. I mean, we have Link and BM5 on opposite sides.
All right, Link's going to go for the flag here, one-on-one against Bar, but Bar manages to get him outside of the water and just take him down. Very nicely done there by Bar in that flag room. On the other side of the map, we do have some offensive opportunities coming in here for Pretty in Pink. Looks like Monkey and BM5 are trying to make it in. Monkey does take down some of the recovery defense, but really the rest of his team is gone, and he's just a solo chemist. So I think he's going to back off right now, try and get back to buff BM5 and Rain here, and they'll go for another push. Looks like Sam is elsewhere on the map right now as Link tries to get a steal. Does make it out of the flag room briefly, but will go down. So a little bit of a lull state, thankfully for us right now. BM5 does get a steal, does actually make it out pretty far. Actually wins back across the Pyro into his own team, gets the restore there, importantly, from Rain. Might have been a little early if we're being completely honest, and Snowbreak manages to catch up, but very nice job there. Again, done by the Sam's Club roaming. Now, Evan has a ninja steal. How often do you see that? He's going out towards mid, purling across the map, purling to his own team's flag, and I think he's going to make it.
Indeed he is.
Big
now a tie.
fray. Yeah, back to a tie already.
And both teams have used their ninja caps. And we see another steal from Monkey Noodles, who is chemist right now. I think Wayne was their medic, so bit of an opposition composition switch up
now
from them.
BM5 with the steal of his own, heading towards the sponge. Pavlik and Dave trying to stall him. Sabu is there to try and get in the way of the recovery. Rain is almost there as well, but gets knocked away for the briefest of moments. Still, the restore comes through. Snowbreak in the way. Snowbreak almost got the jump there on BM5, as did Sam, and Sam fakes him out and gets a very nice kill. Nicely done there from the assassin.
A very high-paced match so far. I mean, this is non-stop offensive pressure. As we see another Soldier here this time. Link is now on Soldier, gets assassinated by Sabu. I mean, insta-kills are absolutely vital right now for both teams.
Yeah, now, BM5 trying to make it into the flag room, being harassed by Pavlik, and that forces him to miss his water. Still, going to get out of the flag room, Snowbreak not getting the hits with the Frenzy. There is a lot of pressure on him, but Rain again in the right position, as is Sabu supporting there. Monkey Noodles as well, making it there just in time. And look at BM5, he's getting out across the map, does just get his restore right now. So he's in a pretty good position, and it's really going to be up to the offense here from the side of Sam's Club to get a steal very quickly. Looks like BM5 is trying to go in the roof route. Link not actually able to drop into the flag room in time to get a chance before BM5 gets the capture, and he's just running away with this map himself on Elf right now.
I'm interested, as Spot gets a Soldiers here, that Sam's Club is running a lot of Soldiers, not many elves. The ninjas clear up basically the entire recovery, so Spot has free roam here.
Yeah.
But
His
he's
medic is up there. The ninjas missed their pearls. He does get regen, but oh my goodness, Zia has the flag again. Now, looks like Rain's going to try and get in the way here, but I don't think there's going to be enough recovery right away as Sam takes out the Pyro. This is a heavy already most of the way across the map, and it's really on Sam's Club to be on the Archer right now, as well as the Assassin. Sabu is closing the distance a little bit, but gets taken down by the Engineer. That does buy time for Rain to get a steal, but he is a medic. I don't think he's going to make it very far here. He's already super low health, no stake, might look for a pass, but there's just no one to pass to. And I think that means we're back to a tie here. 3-3 with only 6.5 minutes gone in the map. Now, worth noting, as our specs discuss, OT is going to be enabled here, if necessary. But I don't think we're going to make it to that point. I will say that.
Yes, I think at some point or another, given that we've had 6 caps in 7 minutes, I assume this map will end in one victory. The question is, which team will get that victory?
Yeah. Now look at Rain. He's circling this flag room here. Might try to help out Monkey, might try to help out Ben, but they are going to both come in from opposite routes, and Rain just decides to go for it himself. Keeps Zio away with the web there, but she is getting a lot of damage off. He does drop the flag, picks it back up there to get the other team to try and pick it up, and that's going to allow BM5 to get a steal. He does get hit away there nicely from the sponge by Dave. A little bit of UK on UK action there, stopping BM5 from getting out across the map, but even so, this flag room is under siege right now as Sabu comes in as well. It's just Sam on the flagpole, but fortunately for Sam's Club, they do have quicker respawns here.
Do you see another elf steal from B5? Trying to get that sponge again, but he's being walled once again by those ninjas. Goes down. That route is a high risk, high reward type of thing.
You do have to stick on BM5 after what he's done to you so far this map. You can't really allow him to get across the map free anymore. It does mean opportunities will open up for Monkey, but quite frankly, I'd rather be beaten by... I'd rather force Monkey Noodles to beat you on this map than force BM5's Elf to beat you. Because one of those two things will absolutely happen if given the chance.
Another thing I did want to note is both teams have used their ninja cap early on. So We see caps, them getting caps after they got the ninja caps, but they can't use that ninja cap again, which might become vital in terms of stalling and opportunities later in the game.
I've got water on the flag there, so he will make it out, but Gia's in position on the staircase to just deal a lot of damage, and man, Heavy just melts through an elf's health pool if you manage to get hits on him. Now, Spartan, it looks like, is playing roaming defense here, going after the archer and taking a lot of his health pool in exchange for killing the archer at mid. I think he's actually just going to turn around there and look for his medic as Saiyan does some damage as well. But it's not really good for offense tempo. On the other hand, though, it is nice to see Link here on Elf again, because he did do a very good job earlier on the Elf as well. And if Bar's not expecting that, then Link can definitely beat him one-on-one. Sabu, on the other hand, isn't going to allow that one-on-one to happen, so... I think Bar was going to be able to stop Link there either way, but Sabu dropping from the roof does ensure a pretty quick death for anyone.
I mean, we see continuous steals, but less opportunities. I mean, the pace has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, I think the defenses have gotten a little more adjusted to this map, as Spart's going to get a steal here, but he is a soldier, so this could be tricky for him. Now, Cupcake is in the right position, does get headshotted before she gets the restore, so Link might actually try and pick this up as a pass recipient here. Does drop down and did a lot of damage done to him by Bar. Sabu catches up as well. Unfortunate routing.
He's on the other side, as Elf.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
He's about to cap.
The Monkey Noodles Elf getting the 4th cap here for the side of Evan. And now, speaking of Evan, he's going to get a steal of his own. Does manage to make it out. BM5 on the soldier here. So I guess that was the change they made, moving BM5 over to soldier and Monkey over to Elf. And seems to have tripped up the side of Sam's Club there. And really, that's all you need sometimes. Now, speaking of BM5, he is going to be harassed here by Zia and Sam. Both of them getting some damage off, but Sam decides to turn tail and run to the other side of the map. As will BM5 here. I think he's just going back for his medic, but his medic is under siege from everyone else. Interesting to see if Rain took a bit of damage there. He did drop 1 stake, but I think he'll be fine across the map. Now, Sam is going to be in the way of BM5 again, but Monkey Noodles, again, as we noted, wasn't harassed as much on the way across the map. It's going to allow a chance for BM5 to get in through the roof. He does not have a pyro waiting for him there at first, but Snowbreak manages to make it back just in time, and with some help from Zia, will be able to take down the soldier. Rongerbox is contested at mid now, but speaking of players who crossed mid, Evan goes for a steal there as well. He's playing offense as much as defense, it would seem.
Yeah, I actually was about to suggest double elf would be a very useful composition, but there is a 1 elf limit in 8. So you're all limited to just that 1 elf, and so especially on a map like this, it's important that that elf gets across and gets those opportunities. As we see in elf steal.
Yeah, Link getting a steal does go down to Evan. There will be a steal from BM5 on the other side as Spart gets a steal of his own. BM5 was out pretty free towards mid, but gets taken down by the archer.
And same thing, Spart also got taken down by the archer as well.
These teams are playing each other very close right now. Good steal from Zia, heading out towards mid. Does have 2 soldiers on her, so I don't think she's making it very far right now. On the other side of things, Monkey went down to the ninjas as well. So right now, it feels like we are getting more steals, but most of them are stopping pretty short.
Once again, insta-kills are kind of the name of the game right now. With
speaking of which, Ronger and Dave are going to be dueling here at mid, and Dave actually gets the better of Ronger with a pretty aggressive approach there. So Dave has control of mid right now, and that could add some support for the rest of his offense. Looks like Link gets taken down by the Sin in mid-map, so we'll return to this duel between Dave and Ronger, which are 2 players where I would personally give the edge to Ronger based on what I've seen from him so far. Looks like that time, though, wasn't really a fair duel as Sabu interrupted things. Now, Cupcake is being chased down by a couple players here. She will respawn as Sabu and Barney commit to her. So now Barney's going to go for Dave, albeit on very low health, and drop. Monkey has made it out to mid again on Elf, and he got a pretty nice boost there from one of the ninjas, so he is out very far now. Pavlik's going to get in the way and try and egg spam him back. Sam is around the corner, as is Snowbreak, but actually, again, Pav just hits him away from the insta-kills, and I think that's going to be it. I think Monkey's going to get the 5th cap here.
Yes.
And a very nice turnaround from Evan's team after that first map. Whether you want to count it or not, I think that's a good response from Evan. So they are in the lead now because of that first map that was nullified. Map pick goes over to Sam's Club.
And it's important, since that first map is considered a tie, we don't get the situation at all because we have that map. We have to have a map into the first 2 picks. But the first map is a tie, so we're all going to go kind of based on caps, and Freddy and Pink has that 2 cap lead. So that means, technically, if Sam's Club goes up 2 caps on this next map, they will go into OT. If it's 2 caps up, it's very interesting, and I don't think, in fact, OT is designed for that. So we're gonna see how this works out. I think we also should probably go to break here as we wait for the stuff to reset and the map picks to come through. But yeah, any extra thoughts, boss?
I mean, it's a very exciting map, and I think we'll see a very exciting end to this match as well as we go on to our 3rd map of the day. Hey guys, welcome back. Map 3. Evan's team is up 1 map to 0. We did have a bit of a situation first map. You can skip back in time if you want to see what that was. This is going to be Bazaar 1, and I think this is a pretty solid choice from Sam's Club, as they are on a map where Soldier probably has more of an impact than Elf. And as we saw in Adrenaline, it did feel like they were gashed quite a bit by Elf captures. Now, we are going to see Cupcake here on Medic for the side of Sam's Club offense. Pretty standard roles elsewhere as well. And I think we should expect to see them give it their all here, considering the situation. Speaking of players giving it their all, Zia's been having a very good game. That's Zia, just so we're clear. I think I was told that I was pronouncing it like Gia earlier on, and I think I understand what I was saying exactly now. Speaking of things going on that are a little weird, Rain is out towards the mid of the map with a Met steal, but will go down there as the ninjas catch him. I do think that could allow an opportunity elsewhere on the map, but instead Spartan gets a steal there for the side of Sam's Club. Both teams getting their first steal about a minute in, just shy of that, so I think we could see both offenses get a cap or two here. One thing I want to update the audience on, since we didn't get a chance to talk about this during the break. These are somewhat unusual rules here, considering the situation. The first map is considered a tie. So as a result of that, we are in a situation where Pretty in Pink will win with a win, a tie, or a win without enough caps here from the side of Sam's Club. If Sam's Club win by 3 caps or 4 caps, then they win overall. Additionally, if they win by 2 caps, then we go into manual overtime here. You won't see the standard overtime mode, but it will be treated as first capture wins from that point on. So definitely could get very spicy here.
You see a steal from Spot. He's at mid right now with support. Not much in front of him either. This is going to be a clean walk from him. I mean, he has to get past this Soldier, but he has support. And that's it.
I've got a lot of kills. That's going to isolate Spartan here for a quick second, but he does have Zia there protecting him as well. Looks like Barney did get a chance there very briefly, but good capture from Spartan to immediately make things a little more doable here for the side of Sam's Club. And if things keep going this way, well, Pretty in Pink could be in trouble very quickly. Now, with that said, we did see Sam's Club jump out to a 2-0 lead on the last map before Pretty in Pink settled in, so there is also the possibility that it'll go something a little more like that on this map as well.
I do want to make a couple notes about this map in particular. First of all, it is a full cap map, which is important for this situation, as Boss has mentioned, because, well, caps actually are very important right now. So having more caps available is quite important. As we see a ninja steal from Dave.
Yeah, look at him go.
Ooh, Beam 5 was there to counter that. Good positioning from him. But as I was saying about this map, another thing is this is a better pyro map than we've seen. Pagodas 3 and Adrenaline 1 definitely aren't known for their pyro maps. With this, you're up against the wall as a pyro, which is very useful, especially when you have ninjas trying to constantly kill you.
Yeah, now as Spark goes down there will be a chance here on the other side from BM5. He has a ninja steal going up to the top of his market. I think we're going to see Sam's Club get to that before anyone on Pretty in Pink. Monkey's nearby. Wait. Oh my goodness, Pavlik baiting us like that. I could have gone very wrong very quickly. Ronger's going to get a steal? And now Evan's going to go for one? Was Ronger there on Archer?
I think that was the... No, he was Scout. So he was on Archer for a brief moment at the beginning, but I think he switched to Scout.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, that was a lot of the defense there committed over to the side of Pretty in Pink in order to try and support a steal there. That is going to allow Spark to steal, but looks like the Pretty in Pink defense got back pretty quickly. The Pyro does die there, so Dave might have a shot at a ninja steal here if he can take out Sabu. Looks like he's going to get this, but dies! Oh no! Dies immediately on the flagpole. Now, we do see Sam here stalking his prey, takes out Monkey Noodles. We are going to see Pavlik move out to mid now as a result. Spart does get a steal. Cupcake is all the way at mid, so the heals aren't going to be right there immediately. And Spartan isn't super high on health right now. No stake does go down. There is going to be a ninja backup attempt there from Dave, or at least an attempt to clear the pyro, but Bar had too much health to be taken out there in one go. Still does very much feel like Sam's Club is putting the pressure on this map, which makes sense. It's their map pick. But even so, good to see from them if they want to come back from their earlier deficit. A lot of pressure on Spart as well. He's had a history, hate to say it, of not coming in clutch in certain situations. We saw him actually very recently get taken down by Pig 3 right at the end of the map in one of his previous games. Monkey does have a steal here on Elf, getting out, but there are 2 ninjas on him, closer than any of the support. Looks like he has finally been tracked down here on half a heart, will go down to fall damage, and a nice job done from Sam's Club there to stop the initial mistake from their defense. As we were setting this up there, though, this could be a very good chance for Spart to get rid of his demons here, as this is essentially the Delta Force offense here doing work for the side of Sam's Club.
We see a lot of player plays going in on Fitty and Pink, with Beam5 getting the entry steal going through bot market with speed 2. He is currently running and jumping with speed 2. Not optimal.
Also, not that much of a problem yet. Now, he has been tracked down by Zia, and again, look at that.
So
The
I would
damage that
get a
Heavy
backup
does is
soldier.
wild. There is going to be a backup here. Dave is going to be in the way, but Monkey might be there as well. Looks like Evan has a decent pool of health, 2 stake left, is dropping relatively low. Pavlik, unfortunately, makes a bit of a mistake on the Pearl up, but even so, I think Evan is under a lot of pressure.
Link is Elf with lots of support. I already got the restore as well. And it's going to be
Out. Zia's getting damage here. Dave as well. They're both taking a lot of damage here on the ground. There is a medic there in place for Evan. He did get regen, but no restore yet. Was in danger of being knocked into the flag room, but I think he's just going to go to a stalemate here, as will the flag holder on the other side of the map. Link has made it over to the tunnel here, does have some support, but is being hunted by Monkey right now. We'll go down. Oh no!
Oh,
that was a very difficult pass. Cupcake, I don't think she's confident enough right now. No! Oh, the miscue on the pass is going to be crushing there. And Evan's going to get the capture.
And that's going to make it even harder because now, and for something important, oh wait, how is it going to work? Wait a second. I don't think we've ever dealt with a situation like this. I just realized something. If Evan gets 2 captures and Sam's Club gets 4 captures, how do we deal with that? Because that means the map ends, but it ends in a tie. The match ends as a tie.
I think we'll have to manually extend.
Okay.
That would be something good to communicate to the refs here, but given the situation, yeah.
Well, we do see another 2 steals from opposite sides.
Link is under a lot of pressure, goes down. On the other side of things,
Evan is also under pressure as well.
Yeah, Rain is almost there. It is worth noting, but he does go down to Pavlik, so very nice job done there from the ninja. Evan is 2.5 stake, or 2.5 hearts, no stake. Does have Wronger there, but the scout isn't exactly a good pass recipient, and I think he will just go down here as soon as he gets caught. Surely not. Surely he doesn't get the restore here, but he does. Evan survives for so long, and as a result, he's going to be back up to full health here. Now, there is a steal from Spart on the other side. Gia got caught in a web midair there. Oh my goodness! Dave gets the shot. And on the other side of things, Spart is out at mid. Now, he doesn't have a lot of support either. This is a very dangerous position for him. Sam's going to try and clear out some of the recovery, but I don't think Spart is anywhere near safe yet. Cupcake's trying to catch up. Oh, the NG's there as well, so that could be a boon. Not quite enough. But Dave, remember, Dave's on Ninja. He's going to mid. There is going to be a medic in the way. Rain gets 1 hit off, not 2. He's at the flag. The scout's not there in time. Barney's almost there. Dave's supporting, but Snowflake gets it.
What a crazy turn of events.
And now Evan's got the flag. He's going top mid. They can't allow this capture here because 2 captures for the side of Pretty and Pink would make things very difficult. And Evan is a difficult player to drop as well. Now, There are still a lot of opportunities here. Frenzy comes out from Snowbreak, but he isn't able to get the damage off in time. Gia goes down as well, just to damage taken on her own. Rain is still in position, doing a lot of work here, keeping Evan alive. Does he see Sam? He does see Sam, just barely, I would think. And he's just being gate-kept in this area. Spart has a seal on the other side. Spart does go down, but fortunately they do manage to get Evan as well with the Assassinate. And with 10 minutes left, this game's on a razor's edge.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Evan has the advantage because the win conditions are way more open. But it's still pressure on them because, I mean, Sam's Club is putting up a good fight.
Look at Monkey on the flag here. He might get a steal, just whiffs his Pearl barely, but was able to clear the Pyro on his own. That's a dangerous thing for Sam's Club going forward, if Snowbreak is able to drop to Monkey's Ninja. Now, Spart is being hounded by Evan here on very low health. He's trying to make it back over to Cupcake, but Cupcake herself is death tagged. So now she's going to take a lot of damage as well. I don't think she got the restore off there on Spart. So instead, he may just either drop here or give this up. Looks like Link wasn't really on the same page as Spart there is. Spart was on very low health, and Link tried to come in and save him. Now, following our roving cameraman here, we did see some action there at Blue's flag briefly. Looks like there isn't anyone super close by for the time being, so we'll move elsewhere here, over to the offense. Mr. Link CTF crossing mid, with support from Sam nearby. Link's going to move up to the top of the map here, as Spart is taking most of the pressure already and will go down. They're a little bit disconnected, it seems, Spart and Link, for the time being. Something they'll hopefully be able to sort out going forward. Cupcake's there to heal up Link, but she'll start to take some damage now as well. Good web there to keep Evan at bay. It looks like Link is back up to full health. Cupcake, again, hounded by Evan. She will manage to survive that fall, barely, but Sabwu in position to try and harass her now. Again, Spark goes down before Link or Cupcake. BM5 does briefly get a steal there, but nothing doing with it really, and now Link has to manage to get through with this flag. Does manage to get the flag and almost gets over, but drops to damage from Wronger Box before it's a little bit too late.
BM5 is back on Soldier. I see, I think, a Ninja Steal for Monkey Noodles.
Steal. He's doing the Monkey Noodles. He's heading the mid. There are going to be players in position, and Dave read that very nicely. Now he's going to go on offense. Pay attention to Dave here. He just took out Sabwu. He's going to be helping his soldier out. Spart's going to make it over to this flag, as Sam is there as well. Bar does get the first frenzy. Now Cupcake picks up the flag. She might pass to Link or Pavlik here. Looks like Link's going to get it, and Link's also going to get regen, now a restore. Oh my goodness, Sabwu. The absolute dagger there. Look at how much time this defense is spending here on offense for the side of Sam's Club. That Sabwu gets it again. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, that once again, those insta-kills are absolutely vital, especially that Sin.
It's going to be a good chance here for the side of Pretty in Pink. Now, I don't like their heavy offense. Snowbreak took it out 1-on-1. Evan's going to go on offense here as well, but he'll respawn, interestingly enough. So now the better chance is going to be on the side of Sam's Club, as Spartan and Link are making it across the map without too much pressure on them. Rain did go back to buff the flag there as well. Link's going to go in for the steal here, 1-on-1, does manage to get it, does take a lot of damage, but is alive, importantly. Now, Dave is going to be there, but he did try to get some kills instead of going for the pass. I don't think it would have been very easy to do anyways. And now the clock is really ticking for Sam's Club. Because if they get one more capture here, they guarantee at least overtime. But if they don't, then it's game over.
I do agree. I do not like the heavy look from BM5. I don't think it's going to be working at all. It needs some form of mobility. He has switched to Soldier, so that is a good sign. With Monkey Noodles, I think, on Elf. Oh no, they're switching up even more right now. Ben is now back on Elf. Monkey Noodles is... I don't know what Monkey Noodles is.
Well, looks like Bar almost wanted to take the 1v1 with Link there, but he's just eating pressure right now around the Sam's Club flag room. Wronger is fighting Link out here as well, as Pesto is spectating the Pyro. And looks like the Pyro is going to be isolated right now as Spart and Link come in together. Spart goes for the steal, does manage to get it, has support from Dave to hit the Pyro away. Spart did take quite a bit of damage there, though. Like, don't underestimate the amount of damage he took there. He's on 0 stake already, and a Ninja is chasing him down. Now, he is going to try and juke past Evan. He does have the medic, but Sabwu is there just in time to be able to stop that.
BM5 also on the other side did get that Elf steal, but went down to the Sin as well. It was quite clean. Only the Sin was in the way, but of course,
Yeah.
Sin is dangerous.
BM5, he is over on the elf right now, and he's made it most of the way across the map without taking damage. So he's going to get watered down here on the flag room with Ronger supporting his steal as well. The Pyro's not there immediately, so maybe even a little wasted time from BM5 going for that water, but he is pretty much untouched top flag with Medic and Chem support. Pavlik has a steal on the other side. That is also important, but right now it does really feel like BM5 has the better shot. In fact, I think Pavlik's going to go down here. He's got a lot of pressure on him, even with the Medic. Swap takes the Medic away. Very nicely done from Ronger. And Pavlik...
The NT has the
hounded.
hold. Oh, Ben dies
Sam!
for the assassin.
That was crazy. That might be the most crucial recovery we've seen this game. And there have been some pretty big ones already.
And
Now,
Pav is still
Ronger-
alive with support. I mean, he has the NT
Yeah,
and the
his
medic
whole
again.
team's there, but they'll have to fight through the whole of the entirety of the other team. And Monkey has a steal going elsewhere. He is
A
Ninja.
Oh, good.
Snowbreak goes Ninja to take him out. The Pyro's
Wow.
swapping off there, making a very good judgment call. Now, Bar is low health, but he does have medic support. If Bar survives, he
Pav
can
is
make this
also low
dangerous
health.
for Pab.
It's no stake, but he got regen finally.
And he made it past the wall. He actually did it. Now, Monkey has a steal as well. He passes over to a heavy. This is BM5 on heavy, but BM5 hasn't made it a crazy distance yet. If he gets knocked off the bridge here, oh no, it's just a near miss by Dave, and now he's pretty much safe. So we will actually go to a stalemate here, BM5 against Pavlik with 4 minutes left. I mean, again, as we said, the game's on a razor's edge. Hopefully this stalemate goes a little bit better for Sam's Club than the last one. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh my goodness, that headshot was almost so bad, but Link is able to pick it up. I thought the Ninja was going to get the recovery there. That would have been an incredible commentator curse, but I think Pavlik's going to be able to...
he might
Oh,
go
no,
for the Ninja there.
Wait, the Ninja's there.
Oh,
They see
good.
it.
Poison.
They pot check. They pot check. That's good.
I mean, that
The
did
Ninja-
catch them out last time, didn't it? Cupcake fight passing.
Yeah. That's what I meant about the last stalemate. This is eating into their time. I don't think they're going to risk the pass with Link at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 minutes
spooked.
left. They have to get this capture here. Though Bazaar is infamous for his stalemates due to how quickly you can cross. Link's gonna get stopped by the scout. That's not good at all for Samscom, as Ben is now gonna be able to walk this through.
You would think, but
heavy.
Pab gets a steal. They're able to stall it for long enough, and now Ben's out of his protective safety, but they also have to manage Pab's health pool as well. Sam might try to close in and get some work done here, but Pavlik... Oh no, Pavlik goes down to the frenzy, and that's almost that. Now, if we look at time left here, both teams have used their ninja caps already. Remember, that was a ninja cap initially, or a ninja steal there from Monkey, so it's going to be 2 minutes with very little time left for Sam's Club to try and come back and tie this. And also a very important situation here to highlight things for our referee, because now the only way that Sam's Club can force this to another map is to go 4-2. Speaking of going 4-2, Pavlik has a steal here. He's going to have a tricky time getting across the map here with the
Sin clears up
with
again.
the Sin in his way, yeah. And with the amount of time left, that could even be the dagger. I don't think he can risk running a heavy on offense again just because of how long it'll take you to capture. Now, Evan does actually see the assassin coming, and Evan is actually going to head out towards the middle of the map. Now, a third capture here will actually just end the game on the spot. It is worth noting. And Evan is being harassed, is being taken relatively low here, but even with that being the case, he's got 4 stake left. And looks like the steal on the other side is going to have to be what does it for the side of Sam's Club. Evan actually gets taken down. Nice job from Pab. There may still be the slightest of opportunities here, but nice job done by Barney there to knock Link over the edge. Yeah, OT there is a mistake. There will be no OT.
Yeah, it was just automatically enabled, that is all.
35 seconds left.
Yeah.
I think this is game here. It'd have to be a pretty miraculous turn of events. I will say that. Miracles do happen sometimes in CTF, but even with that being the case, I think we are done for the day. This has been a very close game between Sam's Club and the side of Pretty in Pink. Spart's going to try and get out here towards the middle of the map, but he will most likely go down here. He does have a medic coming, but even if he does manage to capture, it's not going to be enough. Spart will go down, Cupcake will go down
Yep.
as well,
That's the game.
and that's going to be our game today.
Well, I mean, very well fought by both teams. It was a good match to watch. Now I think we just have to talk about play of the game. It's hard to say. I mean, obviously Sabu was doing a lot of work in Assassin. I mean, as a vital role.
Yeah, Sabu did get a lot of very clutch recoveries there. Could also point to, well, BM5 did a lot of work on Adrenaline, and that is also what got the lead over to the side of Pretty in Pink. So I think those are our top two candidates.
I mean, I'm fine with it either. So I don't know. It's play of the game. So
Yeah. Any thoughts from our streamer here as well? You might not be able to hear Pester right now, but he can act as a tiebreaker for us. Our options here are either BM5 or SAB.
BM5 is the one that Pesto chose. So Pesto, not Pesto. BM5 is going to be the play of the game of that match. Very well played from both teams, but Pretty Pink, of course, getting the victory today.
Yep. And I think we're going to wrap up our broadcast here for the time being. Definitely a very close game between those two teams, and won't be the last time we see either of them in the tournament. In fact, Pretty in Pink have another match this weekend against the Bosketeers coming up, so do stay tuned for that one as well. Will be a pretty exciting weekend. I don't know if we'll be able to broadcast every single one of the games, but make sure you stay tuned to the CTF Match Spotlight for future events here. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all a hotspot for games, so do pay attention to those. Anyways, it's been fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the games here today. And this is Bosuke alongside my wonderful co-commentator.
Insanity. Thanks for watching.